Hi everyone. For this PowerPoint presentation, I would like you to create a slideshow all about me, which is all about you. So your first slide, you'll have a introduction slide, and you will have all about me and type your name, and then make a duplicate of that slide and put it at the end, and it'll be the end. In between, if you could share a few slides about yourself. I have 11 slides in here. Those are just examples, so you could peruse them and see which ones that you would like to share with me about yourself. I just have examples, and you're welcome to create anything you'd like. So this is just an attachment to preview and see what ideas that come to mind that you'd like to share with me. So in the end, your PowerPoint presentation about yourself should be about 6 slides long, more if you'd like. Before you submit the slideshow, I would like to add 2 features, transition and animations. So click the very first slide and choose transition, and then if you click the more options, you'll see there's some subtle and then exciting. I will choose random bars for the first one, and if I click preview, it'll show it again. Under effects options, you may have more options. It's either vertical or horizontal, and if you wanted to increase the time, the duration, you can add time to that, so it's a little bit slower. If you click the down arrow and choose something else, maybe dissolve, this one overrides the random bars. The most recent selection in the transition becomes the new one. So now the dissolve is the new one, and the random bars is no longer selected. So again, I chose dissolve. There are no effect options. I could add duration if I'd like. I'll go to slide 2 and I'll choose a different style. This one I'll choose checkerboard. And again, I have maybe a few options from left or from top. And I can change the duration. Now if I wanted the same transition to all the slides, I would have chose apply to all, but I want a different slide transition between each slide. So now I'm on slide 3, so make sure you're changing your slides so that you get a different effect. In this one I will choose clock, and the choices are clockwise, counterclockwise, or wedge, and I can preview it. So what's happening in between each slides, I have a different transition. So it's unique. Each one is different. What you'll also notice under the slide number is a star. That indicates that that particular slide has a transition. So I just did it for 3 of them. So you could do that for all of your slides. The other thing I wanted to introduce is what's called animation. So I select the second slide. So transition is what happens between slides. Animation is what happens within the slide. So what you would like to have happen within the slide. So the first thing I would do is select the placeholder My Family and select animations and then the more options. So there's a lot to choose from. There's entrance, emphasis, and exit. So I'm going to choose wheel, so it wheels in. And then I have choices. Do I want it 1 spoke, 2, 3, whatever I'd like. I could add the duration if I'd like. So it gives it a number 1, so the placeholder has animation. You can also preview it. And then I'll select the drawings, the figures, and I'll select something from here. I'll choose grow and turn. There are no options, but I can change the duration. I'll preview it again. There's my placeholder, and then now the drawings, and they're numbered. Now I'll go to the tree, and for the tree I will choose swivel. And then I'll preview it, and then realize, ooh, I never did anything with the names of the character drawings. So what will happen is, if you notice, the 1 for the placeholder, My Family, for the drawings, and then 3 for the tree, and nothing for the names underneath. So I know that I chose grow and turn for the picture, so I'll select the names and also select grow and turn. But if I do the preview, you're going to see that they're out of order. I have the placeholder, the pictures, the drawings, the tree, and then the placeholder. So what you'll have to do in animations is click animation pane, and a window on the right hand side opens, and what's showing here is the indications of all of the numbers that you've selected. And I want to actually move the fourth one up, so I want to swap those out. So I'll select the up arrow so it moves it up, and the number changed. But what happens is they'll go in separately, so you could do it two ways. You could have, there's the placeholder, then it'll be the pictures, and then the names. If you wanted them to come together, what you could do is click in the more options and to tell it to go with previous, so they go together. So I'll click preview, and you could have them separate or together. So that's animation within a slide. And now you see the numbers, 1 for the placeholder title, and then they're together 2, so they come in together, and 3. If you wanted to remove a particular animation, you could choose remove. So animation is separate from the transition. So then I just want to show you something else. You don't have to do this particular slide, but I added a new blank slide, and I'm going to insert a picture, and I'm going to do that gift dog. And then I'll insert that. I'll make it a little bit smaller and maybe tilt it. And then what I'll choose for design background is just grass. I'm not going to have a moving picture here. I'm going to choose a lighter one because I want you to see something. So in this one, if I were to actually select the picture, and I'll close out of the format picture, and I'm going to go to animation and choose more, and I'm going to choose custom path. And what happens is my mouse changes to a plus sign, and I'm going to just drag the direction. You see the line that's following here, and this is the direction that I want the dog to go. And then when I'm finished, I can either press escape or enter. So now I'll do a preview, and the dog follows a path. It was really fast, so I'll change the duration so you can see it moving a little bit slower, but it's going in the path of your custom path. So I just wanted to share that with you. So if you could just create 6 slides, you have your introduction slide, your closing slide, which is a duplicate, and 4 slides that you'd like to share a little bit about yourself. Add some transitions between the slide and animation with the slides. And save and submit. Thank you.